This is Kota Iskandar, part of Iskandar Malaysia's project. Iskandar has seen billions of ringgit worth of investments and is the most prominent of the regional economic developments that the government has launched.
Now, for this year, based on our long-term targets for committed investment, by the year 2025, when we forecast that we'll be reaching maturity, we should be able to have a total committed investment of about 383 billion.
Madini as a township is positioned as the business district of Iskandar Puteri. So they've already attracted a couple of companies to relocate from Singapore. A specific example is Frost & Sullivan. They've relocated their Asian HQ from Singapore to here in the next building actually. And you can see Huawei downstairs. They have their gallery downstairs.
Iskandar, the pace we are going, it will certainly remove some of those advantages that Singapore offers. If companies, for example, petrochemical industries, they may not find it very easy to remain in Singapore very long because it requires, first of all, a lot of water. Water being a major limiting factor in Singapore, it cannot support some types of industries. Electronic industries is a vast consumer of water, so it would not make sense for them to remain in Singapore. They will have to move somewhere else, not to an island, but to Malaysia.
With companies around the world setting up in Iskandar, Malaysia, issues have cropped up because according to Iskandar regional authorities, employers are finding it hard to get people with the right technical skills and knowledge. A good command of English, which is vital for the business world, is also lacking.
So the GBS team is working to attracting more and more companies to relocate. But when they do relocate, as you mentioned, one of the key challenges for them is, apart from the licensing, would be the supply of talent, because they don't want to have to bring talent from Singapore or from the States or from Europe. Perhaps one area which we are lacking right now is vocational skills. Yeah? Our universities are offering degree programs, but we don't have any vocational colleges, which is something that we should explore seriously.
Iskandar Malaysia has come a long way since its launch. There are successes, but there are also issues such as the mismatch of talent that stems from the mismatch of wages.
I don't think we are short of producing the right kind of talent. They're all coming here. We have 125,000 Malaysians traveling to Singapore every day. In order for Iskandar to attract and retain talent on the Malaysian side, the remuneration package that goes to the workers must be sufficiently of an elevated level so that it would make it not worthwhile for them to come over to Singapore. So when you're too close to the border, there's great advantage or incentive for people to just come over to Singapore and make a living here. So it will always, Singapore will always remain a driving or sort of an attractive place for talent.
For Iskandar Malaysia, with Pinewood Studios alone, to anchor this sub-creative sector, I'm informed that they are creating almost 10,000 jobs in animation, in TV production, as well as filmmaking. And these are no ordinary type of talent that we are looking for, because when you talk about TV production, animation, as well as filmmaking, it involves production house coming from the likes of Hollywood and European filmmakers and TV production. And they will bring with them higher standards of the industry, which demands higher talent.
Pinewood Malaysia Studios is one of the creative firms which has a presence in Iskandar. The studio provides film stages, TV studios and skilled labor. Pinewood Studios Malaysia's CEO Reza Rahman says, besides getting talent from Johor, the studio tries to convince people from Kuala Lumpur to relocate by offering top dollar. Films and TV series that have been produced out of Pinewood's Iskandar Studios include international productions such as Lost in the Pacific, Marco Polo and Asia's Got Talent.
I think that the challenge is when we talk about the more skilled talent, certainly in the area of TV, for example. So we have the 2 TV studios here, and as we speak, we have High Five that's recording. We did Asia's Got Talent down here, and we've had many Astro productions being down here. All of the TV crew have come down from KL, and I'm talking about the technical crew, the cameraman, the sound guy, whereas the hair, makeup, things like that, set construction, we can provide locally. And it's really getting a big volume consistently to convince them that to relocate permanently down to Johor. So the idea of relocating down to Johor to pursue bigger international opportunities is perceived as risky, and they're comfortable with their comfort zone. Whereas we see foreign crew who are used to traveling around the world, they seem more eager sometimes to move to Johor because they see the potential of what we are doing here. So on that extreme, we can use the Marco Polo TV series as an example. Because they have higher budgets and to some extent have higher demands on the local crew, the foreign productions do pay more. We've seen budgets, salaries of being double or more of what a crew works on a local production.
Besides offering monetary incentives, the studio is also ensuring that skills are being transferred to locals from foreigners brought into work in various productions.
I am given a really big task, which is handling accommodation, which is good, which is great, and I learned a lot.
Kita belajar banyak daripada foreigner. Diorang bagi peluang saya untuk bawa mesin.
Craft service usually a small job on small shoes, but when you scale it up to 800 people, it's a huge job.
Kita dengan Mak Salih ni, kira dia bos tapi dia dengan kita sama-sama buat kerja.
Dia orang bawa daripada luar, masuk dia orang punya style, jadi kita ambil itu, kita curi masuk dalam badan kita.
The money has poured in, the infrastructure is being built, sustaining it and at the same time continuing to attract investments will be the next phase. Zunaira Saieed, the Star TV.